Hello, welcome to Invictus Porsche. We have with us a Porsche Cayenne Turbo. This is on a 2015 plate. They were produced between 2014 to 2018, and hopefully the video is to tell you why you should consider buying one of these and why it is one of my favorite Porsches. Porsches are very well known for producing driver-focused cars. A car that is capable, that handles well, and one that gives you absolutely phenomenal performance figures. And this Cayenne Turbo literally ticks all those boxes. From a pedigree point of view, this is as good as you would get when it comes to an SUV. I mean, brand new, you're looking at close to 100 grand for something like this with a spec like this. And we'll get to the spec in a minute, because what I want to focus on now is the performance of it. This has a 4.8 litre engine. It's a bi-turbo 8-cylinder. It has the capacity to produce 520 brake horsepower, 800 Newton meters of torque. The 0 to 61 is possible in 4.1 seconds. And in terms of a combined MPG, you're able to get anywhere from 25 miles per gallon to 35 miles per gallon. In terms of the curb weight, is just over 2,000 kilograms. Before you go any further, it would be a massive help if you can just click that subscribe button, and should you want to, press the like button, and if you have any questions, comment. The spec on this is absolute phenomenal, and we're going to talk about the exterior spec. I mean, the spec on this is worth close to around £30,000. With £30,000, I mean, you could buy a 2015 plate Porsche Cayenne 981 with a 2.7 litre engine. But let's just talk about this and what's so wonderful about this Cayenne Turbo. It comes in the jet black metallic with the 21-inch sports Cayenne Sports Edition alloys, and they are actually in high gloss black from factory with the Porsche logo in color and the red calipers. And currently they've got the Pirelli P0 tires with approximately 6 millimeters of tread all the way around. The softer spec items are the power folding electrically adjustable door mirrors, the side step, and now to some of the bigger items that this have is the self-leveling air suspension with PASM. I love the fact that this has the quad sports exhaust with a power closing boot, which just at a press of a button, the boot opens, and again, should you want to close it, just press that button and it takes care of itself. It also has the sports chrono package. With that, you actually get a watch on your display. It's more of a race heritage that Porsche had over the years, where they had a clock just to time your laps, which also functions as a compass, as well as it gives you, the time. It tells you the time. Before we close out the chapter of the exterior spec, I think it's vital that I talk to you about this little camera at the back, because it's essential on a car like this to be able to see what's going on behind you, especially when you're parking up, with the benefit of having the Porsche Park Assist system, the parking sensors on the rear and the front. I mean, this is a must on any car, but something like a Porsche Cayenne, you do really need it. And for me, everything combined that I've just talked to you about the exterior, it sort of packages this car extremely well, a very sought after, desirable spec, hence why the current lady owner had kept it for such a long time, and the service history and the condition speaks for itself. I want to talk about this car in question and why I feel that from a driving perspective, it does exactly what you want it to do. And for a big car like this, at no point does it feel sluggish, at no point does it feel like, as you're going around a corner, your body's going the other way around. If you put it on that white line, it will stay on that white line exactly as told. And I don't think there are many cars out there that is capable of being able to do something like this. And in terms of a top speed, it is able to produce 173 miles per hour. And for me, that sort of wins this SUV over any other SUV in the market, unless you're looking at a Lamborghini Urus, but they're bonkers. The interior, the spec is phenomenal. It has so many items to list off that I would actually need the spec in front of me, but I'll give it my best shot. Let's start from this beautiful double panoramic roof. The front section of it opens and closes. Absolutely phenomenal. With the Alcantara roof lining, this has the 18-way adjustable sports seats from the GTS, and you can actually spec it from factory like this. This is the first time I've seen a Cayenne Turbo with the GTS seats. It's got the Porsche crest on the headrest, the sports steering wheel, which is also multifunctional with cruise control, with auto headlights. And here in the middle, I love the softer touch of the decorative piano inlays with the functionality here of you can adjust the air suspension. You can have the car in comfort, sports or sport plus mode, or the off-road or on the on-road, and the sports and the sports plus mode. And that completely changes the behavior of how this car drives. The seats are also heated, and it's got a dual climate control zone. And that's just some of the things to list off. I mean, if we just jump in at the back, it is even more impressive. It's a 5-seater Porsche Cayenne, so meaning that you do have a seat here in the middle, and you know there is a third seat belt. But at the same time, if you just needed to use it as a handrest, you can have this section from the middle pop out for that purpose. And the two seats here at the back, not the middle one, are actually heated. And I love the fact sitting in a car with a pan roof makes it look extremely desirable. I mean, light makes any space, stand out. This, above all, has the Burmester sound system. This is the premium top-end sound system that any Porsche can have, and it sounds absolutely incredible. So if you are somebody that is into your music, you've got to have the Burmester, and I don't think one can compromise on the Burmester in a car like this, and I'm glad it has it. In terms of the owner's history, this vehicle has had 2 owners from new. The current lady owner had it from 2015 up until present, and she's had it for 6 years and has had no expenses spared. It's got a combination of a Porsche and a specialist service history, and whilst in the current lady owner's ownership, she's done everything it ever needed: the tires, the discs, the pads, and the general servicing that is required on something like this. And it doesn't actually break the bank servicing an SUV of a caliber of a Porsche Cayenne, unless something big goes wrong with them, which is why it's important to have a good warranty, a gold or a platinum warranty. So you shouldn't have to worry too much about the servicing cost of something like this. Well, thank you very much for your time. I hope you've liked the video and liked the review. Please don't forget to comment, like and subscribe. And this is definitely a must-have car. Thank you. Bye-bye.